If you're looking for a modern American Fender, the Fender American Ultra may be the guitar for you. This IkeGuitar, let's dive in. What's going on, guys? IkeGuitar here with another guitar review. Today we're talking about the Fender American Ultra series of guitars. I've got a Fender American Ultra Stratocaster with me today. Just got it in a trade with a really great deal, to be honest, and I'm so excited to share the guitar with you all today. Now, the Fender American Ultra is going to be the top of the tier as far as Fender's main line of American guitars. You can get more expensive, okay, if you get a specific year model, like a 60s model or a 70s model or even a custom shop model, they are going to be a bit more expensive. But if you're looking at a just bona fide Fender American and a bit more modern, the Fender American Ultra is going to be that top tier, only behind the Fender Ultra Luxe, which is the same guitar but just with stainless steel frets instead of traditional nickel fret wire. So if I'm looking at Fender lines from across the history of Fender guitars, this is going to be the finest modern electric guitar you're going to find in Fender's lineup. It's got a lot of really cool features. Let's go through some of these features and explain to you what they all mean. So as is kind of par for the course for most high-end American guitars from these big builders, you get a little bag of goodies and a really great hardshell case. You're going to find that this case is an incredibly plush, beautifully designed TSA style case for the Fender American Ultra. But I got to open up this bag for you all. A lot of fun stuff in here. You've got the Fender Owner's Manual. This is going to be kind of just a generic marketing book with some basic instructions on how to begin getting started with your Fender. It's got diagrams on your tremolo system and some of the standard things you'll want to think about when getting started with your Fender American guitar. And then of course we have a certificate of authenticity, and so you'll begin to see stuff like this. And then you got things like your saddle adjustment hexes and your truss rod adjustment hexes. You've got Fender Ultra sticker, which is kind of cool, and then you've got Fender logos for your guitar case, your car, whatever you want to put it on. And then we have Fender's drop-in style whammy bar. I actually think these are great whammy bars. The tremolo is nice and smooth. This guitar feels great across the board, but having a nice drop-in trem arm that locks in, really, really nice, instead of having to screw it down like old vintage Fenders. And then, of course, you have things like your hang tags that are going to be included with your purchase when you buy one. So as far as looks are concerned, a gloss polyurethane body, it looks really great, all right? This color specifically is Texas Tea. It is my favorite color of the new colorways for the Fender modern electric guitars. If you look at the angle a certain way on the finish, you get kind of gold metallic, gold flake, or you get a little bit of green depending on your viewing angle. There are some other colors in the lineup, but I think the Texas Tea is where you gotta go if you're gonna buy a Fender Ultra. The neck is also a satin finish. I got a maple fretboard on this one. You can't get a rosewood fretboard in Texas Tea, so I went for the maple. It feels really great, but it is a satin finish. It's going to be very smooth and kind of matted. So if you're looking for a traditional gloss maple fretboard, you won't find it here, but it does feel really great in the hands. Now, where the money's at on this guitar is going to be on its pickups. These are the Fender Ultra noiseless pickups. Fender has had several iterations of its noiseless pickups throughout its line, especially in the Fender Elites. And these Fender Ultra noiseless are the first noiseless pickup that I really, really enjoy. These guitar pickups sound great. They are quiet, but they have enough dynamic that it doesn't make me really miss a vintage style Fender single coil. I could easily get through a gig with these single coils and they would sound great, and it would keep me from inducing a lot of that hum that comes from lighting, your own guitar's pickups, or anything else that may happen on the stage that induces 60 cycle hum. Now, as far as the electronics are concerned, we are using Fender's S1 switching system. What that means practically is that if you put the guitar in its first position, which is the bridge pickup, or the middle position, position 3, you're gonna be able to add neck pickup back into those pickups. You're putting all the pickups in series to each other, and there was an S1 switching system on the Elites before, just carried over into the American Ultra line. And of course, we can't forget the Fender locking tuners, absolutely pristine quality tuners. They keep in tune, they sound great. Locking tuners are the unsung hero of modern electric guitars. Now let's go through the neck. The neck's kind of cool. I kind of like it. It's a 10 to 14 inch compound radius neck, and it's kind of got a modern D shape for Fender. It's got a 1.685 inch nut width, I believe. That's going to be different than a traditional vintage styled American Strat, which is 1.65 inch nut width. So the guitar is certainly going to feel very different in your hands. Very modern, that 10 to 14 inch compound radius, you can certainly tell. That combined with the belly cuts and the cutaways on this guitar really offers you a lot of modern playability to a guitar that has kind of stayed in the vintage world for a long time. Now, if you're going to be a vintage guy coming into a Fender Ultra, this may not be the guitar for you. Ultra's a cool stepping stone, offers you some modern playability and some modern function, but it's not going to you're not missing out on anything by not getting it, all right? It does come in a staggeringly high $2,200 MSRP. I got this guitar personally for $1,200 cash in a trade. It was a really great deal. I'm never going to get that deal again. But if you can find these things used for around $1,500, $1,600, right? I do think they certainly beat out any other of the modern guitars in Fender's modern lineup. So it beats out the American Standard, beats out the Elites for sure, beats out the Professional 2s, definitely the Pro 1s, and it's really a great guitar. I don't have any complaints on this guitar outside of it is going to be a bit of a uphill battle if you're used to vintage style Fenders to get used to the new nut width, the new compound radius. It is a bit polarizing, but give it a shot. I really think you'll like it. Guys, if you like this video, please consider subscribing. I make videos all the time. Are you guys interested in getting a Fender American Ultra? If you are, I would love to know what kinds you're getting. Obviously, I move guitars on the channel all the time, so I can't keep this one sadly, but it is a really nice guitar, and I'm going to enjoy it while I can. And let me just tell you, if you have a Fender American Ultra, or you've used one of the Ultra Luxes before, let me know in the comments below what you like about yours and whether or not you'd keep it in lieu of maybe a more vintage style model like a custom shop.